What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, another interesting video for you here on the channel. Today is ranking the top 40 wrestlers in WWE right now for the women's side of things. So, hopefully, I'm hoping you saw the men's kind of version of this, where you're kind of looking at a ranking system of this. And I kind of did this last video where I explained everything. It didn't really explain. And then I had a slide, which I'm going to do now, of what is this. So let's talk about it. Ranking the 40 wrestlers on all show. And here's the thing. On the men's side of things, I feel like it's a little deeper. On the women's side of things, they haven't built the women's division in SmackDown, for example, as, well, SmackDown's maybe a little better than Raw, for example. And the NXT show could debatably have the best women's division in all of the WWE shows. So in this one, you're going to really see some NXT talent higher up compared to, last time for the men's. You really had it around 35, 40. That was really where you're seeing your NXT talent, because it's not off of pure skill. It's off of their credibility and how they're booked. For example, if Piper Niven beats a Bianca Belair, obviously that should show a kind of, upset. Maybe for the regular viewer that are just watching a WWE for the first time, they might not see that. So really, I've been trying to make this list, and I had this huge idea. And if you want to see like the actual full thing that I say about what this concept was, go check out the men's video. But basically, I want a way that maybe a community or every month we have something that's like kind of a ranking list of wrestlers right now to see if there would be an upset or not. For example, Piper Niven or Bianca Belair, or maybe it's even like, I'm trying to think, Braun Breaker and Jimmy Uso. Not Jay, Jimmy Uso. So we know, of course, Braun Breaker is probably higher up. If Jimmy Uso would win clean on Braun Breaker, that's a crazy upset. So it's something like that, where there's upsets and you really realize, like, okay, is this going to, could someone win clean? Could there something be going on? Whatever it might be, this is a list to kind of know it. And please let me know what you think down in the comments below. I am open 100% to talk about potentials for this. I really want to talk about movements for this by next month. I'm probably going to do it next month, probably around mid-January is when I would guess I would do this next. So please give me your thoughts and predictions down below. Okay, so let's start how this works. So tiers as well. There's going to be tiers. There's going to be like little things that basically break off. And we'll start off with tier 7, which the last video for men's had tier 10, I think. But this one is a little bit more, all of them are kind of combined in a sense. And then really the top is where we get to the separate tier. So tier 7, number 40 on this list, I have B-Fab. I think it was B-Fab or some others. B-Fab has barely wrestled, but she's starting to get his little singles push. It's really her and NXT talent, and they would probably choose B-Fab over an NXT talent. Number 39, we have, I almost said Alba Fire. Isla Dawn, I think, has proven to be a singles competitor, but really just a tag team. I'm also not going to spend like a full minute on every person, so this is a 40-minute video. But Alba Fire... Isla Dawn is somebody that I do believe could be a singles competitor in the future, but for now, still a little lower. 38, we have Lola Vice. I believe in Lola Vice. I think WWE obviously believes in Lola Vice, the way they market her, the way that she's really won a lot of underground matches a lot. Lola Vice is somebody that I believe to be a future WWE star. It's just, when does it happen? Does it happen, with a North American title? Does she get pushed to the main roster before even getting a title? I don't know. But for now, I think Lola Vice makes a lot of sense to potentially be someone that gets shoots to the main roster, probably in this upcoming year, honestly. Then we have Fallon Henley. I feel like it'd be wrong for somebody to put Fallon Henley not around this range. North American title holder, obviously. I am going to have somebody like, I'll just say Kalani Jordan. That's going to be higher because I think Fallon Henley and kind of won the title in a weird way where, she went against all the people, and of course Fallon Henley in the end wins. Kalani has built herself to be a good competitor, so she'll be coming up truthfully soon. At number 36, we have Zarya. I think Zarya will one day get a title. Is it an NXT? Is it North American title? I don't know. But I believe Zarya will be getting a title soon, and she could be higher on this list. And She even had you could put Ren Sinclair, honestly, somewhere in this list as well. She's been somebody that Iron Survivor really showed out, and I believe they're going to build her into a crazy threat for the future. 35, we have Elektra Lopez. I debated on this one, but already been in NXT. It's kind of fair to put her up higher than some of these. This is an interesting one. I think that's a very interesting one. 34, we have Maxine Dupree. Hasn't really shown out at all recently, which makes me want to put her lower than NXT talent. But again, she's on the main roster, so I have to consider that compared to NXT talent, where if an NXT talent goes straight to the main roster, they're not right away, there's some cases that they will right away be like a big competitor, but most of the times it takes a little bit of time, and Maxine Dupree is on the main roster, so she has to go ahead. 33, we have Cora Jade. She is somebody that I believe to be one of the top NXT stars for the women's division that will one day grow older, and that's still with Kalani Jordan as well. I believe both of them are two competitors that in the future are going to be really main players for the WWE women's division. But they're still on NXT, so I can't put them higher than I feel like tier 7. I know there's more that's tier 7, but they have already built them to be like the main players that could obviously jump. Tier 6, we have 7 here. Number 31, we have Natalya. I feel like Natalya is somebody that even lost to Lola Vice, so kind of crazy on that part. Could be even lower, truthfully. But she is still somebody that is such a high, caliber person in WWE Network that I'm having her here at 31. At 30, we have Lash Legend. She's gotten her singles push recently. WWE has been kind of teasing her coming to the main roster and have kind of showcased her a little bit more. So I'm going to put her higher than most people that I think would. Number 29, this is the odd one. With the whole IC title thing, she looked very well. I don't know. I still get very worried that there's a chance that she doesn't succeed and could be even released. I could see her fall later on, but being in the IC title competition probably pushes her up for me. At number 20, I have Blair Davenport, drafted to SmackDown. I almost said Raw. Did very well in NXT UK. Haven't really seen it too much. I mean, in NXT, she obviously had her wins, with Iron Survivor, for example. I don't know. I believe that there is a way for her to become a main roster type of person, but like a regular where she's like in a feud all the time, but it's taking some time, so she's here just at 28. 27, we have Ivy Nile. I believe in Ivy Nile. WWE hasn't shown too much love in Ivy Nile recently since going to American Made, but I still believe that Ivy Nile is someone that in the future should be someone considered a big threat. At number 26, Stephanie Vauquier. Obviously, I'm going to put her and Julia here, and I think this is a good place to do it. They are NXT talents right now. You have to realize that. If they were on the main roster, maybe they're up higher if they're beating other people as well. But because they're on NXT, because they don't have a title, I'm going to put them in the top of this tier because I truthfully believe that like any of these people below could be fed to a Julia or a Stephanie Vauquier. Tier number 5. Now we have a lot in this tier. A lot. Number 24. Candice LeRae is an interesting choice here. I believe, and this is truthful, anybody up from here could probably win the NXT women's title. I hope I don't regret saying this. Candice LeRae is the interesting one. I almost put her at the top of tier 6, but I still believe in her. I think with this whole Nia Jax push, she should be starting to win a little bit more, but then again, I could see her again being fed up to some players. It's, for example, like, it's kind of hard to say this because, like, Natalya lost to Lola Vice. Chelsea Green lost to Julia, if I'm not mistaken. And now we have, Chelsea Green winning the U.S. title. So, kind of awkward. Number 23, you have Sonya Deville. Then we're also going to have Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. They have not built Pure Fusion Collective at all. They have not shown out for them when it comes to single stars. Zoe Stark just won the Raw Intercontinental Tournament, which I am recording the little bit after that, which was a shock. I thought Raquel was going to go through, but they kind of protected Raquel in a way. Zoe Stark, they like all three of these women, I think, obviously have the talent, have the capabilities of being good stars, but just they haven't got the push. Pure Fusion Collective has not been given gold, given anything to really make this stable feel like a stable. It's just been feuds with, the likes of Jade and Bianca, and I'm blanking out, but I meant to say Damage Control as well. So for now, I just have to put them lower than I think what they should be right now. Number 20, we have Roxanne Perez. I feel good with having Roxanne Perez here. Current NXT title holder. I think once she goes to the main roster, and if she does become one of those people that right away when they go to the main roster, they start becoming stars, and I could see Roxanne Perez jump higher on this list. But for now, with the NXT title only, I'll put her at 20. 19, I have Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane. I said Kairi Sane. The thing is also, I think from 15 and 19, any of these people could beat Roxanne Perez for the title, truthfully, like around there. 20 and even 21 through 24, there could be a competition for the title, but likely would be interesting, with Roxanne Perez. At number 18, we have Piper Niven. I think this is the one that I'm kind of 50-50 on with Roxanne, where I might shoot her lower. Had a actual main event, not main event, a main title outing with Bayley. So I want to keep her up higher, but I don't know. A part of me also thinks that she probably would be lower in most lists. So that's one that in the comments, let me know what you think about Piper. I'm more likely to push her down next time I do this video and shoot Roxanne up. Also, probably next time I do this video, it's going to be after the Netflix Raw, so I wonder what will happen there. Some of these might jump up or go lower. I know some of them will jump up, but some should be going lower as well. Number 17, we have Asuka. Injuries have kind of screwed her, or I would push her up higher. Asuka is one of our better talents in the WWE, and again, if this was a talent list, she's going all the way up there, but it's not. It's credibility, like a match where we would see, if Asuka and Sonya Deville had a match and Sonya Deville won, obviously, and clean, let me say that, clean, obviously it's a crazy, like, what, how could they do this? So we have that right now for number 17. Number 16, we have Selena Vega. I think Selena Vega is very underrated, so that maybe shows why I have her here at 16. But really, I'm trying to think, other than some of the women on this list, other than maybe the triple threats, for example, she's really never gotten pinned. Not even in that IC title. She's gone after the main, Liv Morgan, really. I would say this is I think this is very valid. And at number 15, we have Lyra Valkyria. Now, here's the thing. I think Lyra Valkyria or Dakota Kai is going to win the IC title. Of course, I don't know yet. If Lyra Valkyria does, I'm going to shoot her up higher. If Dakota Kai doesn't win it, I'm going to put her lower because obviously we don't have Dakota Kai yet. But for now, I think this is very valid for where they would put Lyra Valkyria because Lyra has not been on TV. That's the only thing that makes me still feel like Lyra might not win it. She was not on TV for this long time while Dakota Kai got reintroduced and reinvented. So I kind of wonder, would they put it on into Dakota Kai? Would they put it on Lyra Valkyria? We'll have to see. Here at tier 4, this is when we start probably getting to the really good tier. Michin is somebody that deserved to be in the U.S. title. Obviously, didn't get the U.S. title. But still, I think somebody in the future that could easily get a mid-card title. Number 13, we have Naomi. I want to put her higher. Naomi's one of my favorites. But the way that they've kind of booked her, even though she's gotten a pin on Nia Jax in this whole title run for her, I think Naomi truthfully has gotten screwed a little bit. Just a little bit. So I want to put her tier 4. Number 12, we have Dakota Kai. I believe in Dakota Kai. If she wins the IC title, for sure, I'll put her up a little bit higher. But right now, Dakota Kai here at 12. The way they've kind of treated her as a talent makes a lot of sense for me. Number 11, we have Raquel Rodriguez. You could probably put her lower, truthfully, because they haven't booked Raquel as great. But and that's the thing that I keep getting a little mad at. They have not booked Raquel, I think, great. And again, it's probably because she's the muscle to Liv Morgan. But man, Raquel is a talent. I mean, Raquel should be up there. And should be somebody that could be considered to already win a mid-card title if they had them. I mean, Raquel has been great. But they are not booking her well because of Liv Morgan, and it kind of sucks. Number 10, we have the U.S. title winner, Chelsea Green. I originally had her at around 14. I had her around 15 even. But with the U.S. title win, I mean, she has to go up. I mean, she has to go up. Obviously, they're not going to allow, Meechin to beat Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green just won. I think Naomi could have a good chance. I think Dakota Kai could have a good chance. Raquel Rodriguez could have a good chance. But with her winning the U.S. title, I would still put her 10. I think you could go like 13, 12-ish area, but I'm going 10 for now. Tier 3. These are the big timers. We have Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 1. Big timers. We're going to start off with Bayley. I have Bayley at the bottom because of these nasty losses she's gone. She has not been somebody that has been great. Even lost to, Chelsea Green. And that's what knocked her down for me. Clean loss to, not really technically clean, but lost to Chelsea Green. Gotta put you down a little bit. Chelsea Green kind of goes up for that. 2 losses to Nia Jax, some losses around here and there. Hasn't been great for Bayley. Number 8, we have Jade Cargill. They still have protected her a lot. I think even if this injury is real, I would still put her around here. I think it makes a lot of sense because she has been a protected kind of superstar so far, and she's a superstar recently. So I'm going to put her here at 8. Number 7, we have Tiffany Stratton, Money in the Bank holder. They have done her dirty, though, where I could put her lower because it feels like this Money in the Bank kind of winner. Anytime you win a Money in the Bank, you seem like the dumbest person on earth or the biggest loser on earth. I debated on putting her lower and maybe her being 9 and then whatever, but still a Money in the Bank holder. She should be higher up. Number 2, we have at number 6, Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is someone that instantly when she comes back is going to have a good feud, could even go for some titles, could even win some mid-card titles and deserves to win some mid-card titles. But I'd be interested to see how they book her so far. Number 5, we have Io Sky, number 1 contender, lost to Liv Morgan clean, kind of sucks, but I would still say Liv Morgan obviously was probably going to win if there was interference, and they want to have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the title. Io Sky here at number 5, I feel really good with. And then number 4, Bianca Belair. I know Io Sky has gone a pin on Bianca Belair, but I still believe Bianca Belair is still, when it comes to singles, should be your number 1 star with Rhea Ripley. And I'm not going to put her the same tier without a championship because of how they've booked her on SmackDown so far, really just focus on the tag team titles. So I'm going to put her here at tier 2. Tier 1. Now there's 3. Obviously you know 2 of them, and you probably know the last one, and you're probably wondering how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to reel all 3 of these at once so I can obviously explain why. We're going to have to go Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, then Rhea Ripley, number 1. Here is the thing. Nia Jax, obviously I feel like the championship has been passed around a little bit more. It has been kind of, Money in the Bank. Probably going to get Money in the Bank again. Been passed around just a little more. On the other side, Liv Morgan's title, heavyweight. World. World? I think it's World. I would have to say that I like Liv Morgan just a little bit better when it comes to this. Has held on to the title a little longer as well. And I have Rhea number 1 because when's the last time we saw Rhea pin? Was it Liv Morgan? I think it was. And what was that because of? Underhand tactics. So we already know that. That's fine. Then we see Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. A DQ happens at Bad Blood. Again, another underhand tactics. They are going to protect Rhea Ripley. She has not lost clean, if I'm not mistaken. And Liv Morgan, pinned twice now with Rhea Ripley? She is better than Liv Morgan if they have a clean match. So I'm going to put her above this title, and I truthfully believe that when this match happens, and if there's no interference, no nothing, Rhea Ripley is winning against Liv Morgan. And I think it's fair. I think it's done. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.